So we will end here. But before we go, a recap of what we did today. Today we talked about plains. We said plains are lowlands or undulating surfaces. We looked at the characteristics of plains. We said it is a level surface, usually a few meters above sea level. It may be low hills which give a typical rolling surface. They form the best land of a country and are extensively cultivated. Populations and settlements are normally concentrated here. Then plains have also deep soil. An example is the Indian Plain. Then they normally have moderate climate. We looked at some examples of plains. We talked about the Indo-Gangetic Plains. We talked about the Mississippi Plains and the Yangtze Plain. We also looked at the types of plains. We said, based on formation, plains are of three types. That is the structural plains, erosional plains, and depositional plains. We talked about the structural plain, said they are plains formed as a result of tectonic movement. Either there is a subsidence or an upliftment of a surface. We looked at some examples. Then we talked about the erosional plains. We said with erosional plains, they have two types. We have peneplains and pediplains. Peneplains are formed when rain, rivers, ice, or waves form an extensive area. And pediplains are formed when wind deflates or sweeps away much of the surface, causing an extensive lowland. It is known as pediplains. So with peneplains and pediplains, it is the kind of agent that is formed that determine whether it will be known as a pediplain or a peneplain. With peneplain, it can be water, rivers, or ice. But with pediplain, it is only formed as a result of wind. Then we looked at depositional plains. We said depositional plains are plains formed when agents of transportation such as rivers, winds, waves, and ice deposit materials that have been eroded. We looked at some examples or some types of depositional plains. We looked at the alluvial plains, where we said it is formed when there is deposition of materials at the lower course of a river. Then we talked about the Mississippi Plain of the United States as an example. We looked at the floodplains, where we said floodplains are formed when sediments carried by floods are deposited, forming an extensive land. We also talked about the deltaic plain, where we said delta plain are formed at the mouth of a river. Then finally, we looked at the lacustrine plains, where we said the lacustrine plains are formed when lakes get filled by incoming sediments. So today, we're going to end here. The next time we meet, we're going to look at the other types of depositional plains. Then we look at the importance of plains and the disadvantages of plain. Until then, take care.